Hey everyone, my name is Ashley and I'm a trainer in Chicago. For Women's History Month, A Sweat Life is hosting workouts with trainers like me to help you find your strong. In this 20-minute dumbbell workout, we'll be going through a series of upper and lower body strength movements. We'll start a little lower impact, we'll pick up the pace a little bit, and you'll need a set of medium dumbbells for yourself. All right, I'm going to take you through just a quick set of walkouts just to warm everything up before we get going. You're going to walk out into a plank, hold that plank for just a moment, keep your legs as straight as possible, come back up to a stand. We're just going to get those hamstrings a little loose, get those shoulders engaged a little bit, get that core engaged a little bit before we dive in. We're going to do two more here, stretch those hamstrings out on the way up. One more after this. Reach down. Hold that plank for just a moment. Come back up and get ready to grab those dumbbells. So the format here, we're doing 3 movements in a row. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. You are going to go through those with me. Then I'm going to send you off on your own at your own pace to do the 3 movements that I showed you as many times as you can with a 3-minute timer. So we're going to get started with our 45 seconds of squats to start. You're going to bring those weights up to your shoulders. Option to just do body weight as well if that works better for you. Our 45-second clock for these squats here starts in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's squat it out. If you're standing on a mat, I want you to imagine like you're trying to tear that mat in half with your feet. You're driving your knees out. Your feet are ripping that mat in half. We've got about 20 more seconds here. You're gonna get 15 seconds to rest, and then I'm gonna show you move 2. Almost there. A few more reps. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is for 15 seconds. If you need a drink, grab a drink. Move 2, we're doing an alternating forward lunge. You're gonna step forward, bring that back knee towards the ground, step back together. Other leg comes forward, bring that back knee down, step it back together. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. If you don't have full range of motion yet, bringing that back knee all the way down doesn't feel good. Shorten it up a little bit, come halfway down. Always option to do this with just body weight as well. Make sure you're breathing. So you're going to see reverse lunges in this workout as well. In this forward lunge, we're focusing on your glutes and the back side of your body. When we do that reverse lunge, I'll tell you what to focus on there. Right now, we're focusing on those glutes. We're almost there. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got one more move to learn. We're doing 45 seconds of bicep curls to finish out this 3-minute round. You're on with me here in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So it's important to make sure that those arms straighten all the way down at the bottom. There you go. Now we're working arms, but don't forget about that lower body. You want a solid foundation with that lower body. If someone were to bump into you, you wouldn't go anywhere. Your feet are gripping the ground, soft bend in those knees. Your legs are active in the sense that they're holding you up while those arms are working. Here we go. We've got about 15 seconds. You're gonna get a 15-second break, and then that 3-minute clock that I mentioned is coming. We're gonna do 4 squats, 4 total lunges, 4 curls, as many times as you can. Here's your break in 3, 2, 1. 15-second break. We're going through those moves, 4 reps at a time, as many times as you can in 3 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, starting with that squat. 4 is the magic number here. Now, you can beat my pace, you can go slower than my pace. This is your 3 minutes here. You can put those dumbbells down, 4 lunges total, 2 per side, and then 4 bicep curls. Now, if you need to rest after this set of 4, that's great. If you want to keep going, keep going. Again, this is your clock. Get out of this 3 minutes what you can, what you want, what's best for you today. Nice job. So, we are trying to get as many rounds as possible, but we also want to make sure that our form is on point. We never want to move just for the sake of moving, just for the sake of getting another round done. So, when we're in these squats, we want to target those glutes and those quads. We want to bring our hips down and stand. Rip that imaginary mat, or not imaginary mat, the mat that's under your feet, in half. After 4 squats, back to 4 lunges. You're doing great. We've got about 90 seconds on the clock here. So set a goal for yourself. How many more rounds do you want to get done in this 90 seconds? Again, you're welcome to beat my pace. You're welcome to stay right here with me. You're welcome to go a little slower. Rest when you need. We've got exactly 1 minute left to work with here. Notice how I'm exhaling as I bring those dumbbells up. In your squat, same thing. Exhale up. Got that lunge. We're so close to being done with this first circuit here. All right, this is our last 20 seconds. Let's see if we can get one more movement done here. Here we go, last 5. 3, 2, 1. You did it. All right, put those weights down, grab a sip of water. You have 45 seconds here to just breathe. Now you're familiar with the format. Format stays the same. I'm going to show you different movements. So grab that sip of water. We are going to do deadlifts now. So in your squats and in your lunges, we focus a lot on those quads. You really felt the front of your legs. In this deadlift, we're focusing on the back of your legs, your hamstring. So you're going to push those hips back. Keep that back nice and flat. You want to feel the back of your leg really extend. And then you're going to drive your hips forward. A squat is an up and down movement. A deadlift is a back and forth movement. You're going to do 45 seconds of this deadlift with me in 5, 3, 2, 1. So again, back and forth. Hips go back, hips drive forward. Notice my shoulders. My shoulders are broad. My chest is proud. My shoulder blades are reaching towards each other. There is a pencil between my shoulder blades. I would try to keep that pencil in place. I wouldn't let that pencil fall. Feel those hamstrings stretch, drive forward. I'm going to show you movement 2 in about 15 seconds here. You get that 15-second shake out. With those dumbbells, notice I'm stopping just below my knees. That's the range of motion that works best for me. Resting in 3, 2, 1. All right, I told you we're gonna see reverse lunges. Here they are. We're going to step back into that reverse lunge, push through your front heel, come back together. We're here for 45 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Step back, press through that front heel, come back together. Press through that front heel. You're doing great. You get your shake out. I'm going to show you your last new move of the circuit in about 10 seconds here. Almost there. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. All right, last move here. We're doing an overhead press. Your palms are facing forward. Straighten your arms all the way up overhead. Come back to shoulder level. Overhead press here. In 3, 2, 1. You got it. Now here, my exhales up. If you're like me, that heart rate is up. Those exhales really help you get through. You're doing great. So you have your 3 movements. That 3-minute clock is coming in about 45 seconds. You're gonna do 4 reps of everything. See how many rounds you can get in that 3-minute time cap. Your rest is 15 seconds away. If at any point you need to drop down to 1 dumbbell, push up that 1 dumbbell overhead. We're almost there. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. All right, this 15-second rest is quick, as you know. We're starting with 4 deadlifts, going into 4 reverse lunges, 4 overhead press, and 10. We're gonna really think about what muscles we're focusing on every move. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So this is my hamstring move. I'm feeling the back of my legs extend, big stretch, big lengthening, drive forward, squeeze those glutes at the top. After 4, you're going into 4 total reverse lunges, and the front of your legs are getting a turn. Those quads. Press through that front heel, step those feet back together, and then we're going right into those 4 overhead press. Nice work. Back to those deadlifts. Again, you're welcome to meet, beat, or go a little slower than I'm going. Whatever pace works best for you today. 4 reverse lunges. And 4 overhead press. You're 1 minute down, 2 minutes to go. All right, full body workout, right? And all your major muscle groups today. You're welcome to take a quick rest, a quick reset in between moves. You're welcome to, after you finish all 3 moves, saving that time for a little shake out. Our purpose is always to engage the muscles properly. So if getting to your next set means you need a little rest first, please do that. Make this workout worth your time. Focus on that form. You're so close. We have 1 minute left here. Then you get your last set of moves. Home stretch. Almost there. Keep that chest up in these reverse lunges. And keep breathing. Keep sending those big exhales into every movement. See what you can do with this last 30 here. I'm starting 1 more round of deadlifts here. All right. You got 15 seconds. No rush. Maybe finish the move that you're on, maybe dip into the next one. I'm gonna finish on my last 4 presses. And time. All right. 2 rounds down, 1 to go. You're really familiar with the format by now. I'm gonna throw 3 new moves at you. We're gonna go through 45 on, 15 off. We're gonna do that 3-minute time cap, and you're done. So close. All right, you're resting. I'm showing you 3. So we've got lateral lunges. You're gonna take a big step to the side, stick that booty back behind you, step together. Other side, step together. We're gonna be here for 45 seconds, starting in 10. You ready? We got this. Big deep breath out. Let's do those lunges. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Big step to the side. Booty goes back. Step it together. Step to the side. Step it together. So this is our 45-second round. Those 4 reps are coming. But right now, we're just doing these straight. I'm gonna give you a side view just so you can exactly see what's happening in my hips. When I step out, really stepping those hips back. As I step out, butt goes back. You got it. Keep going here with me for 15. 5, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. 15 seconds for you. Next move, tricep extensions overhead. Option to do this with 1 or 2 dumbbells. If your dumbbells are lighter, I recommend 2. If they're heavier, you can do this with 1. Your arms are up overhead. Elbows are pointing straight forward. Make those dumbbells disappear behind your head. Press them up. Here we go. Dumbbells disappear behind your head. Press them up to the ceiling. So your triceps are in the back of your arms. That's what we're trying to target here. If your elbows flare out to the sides, those triceps aren't really helping you. So make sure, again, you want this to be worth your time. Those elbows are pointing straight forward. You're here for 20. If you have 1 dumbbell, it looks exactly the same. You're just holding that dumbbell up with both hands. Last 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 15 seconds is yours. We've got 1 more move to learn. We're doing a bent over row. So we've already seen a deadlift. Bent over row, the form is the bottom of your deadlift. We're holding that for the whole 45 seconds. So just imagine like you're deadlifting down, and now you lift here for 45 seconds. We're gonna roll those weights to your hips. In 3, 2, 1, we're on. Notice I'm giving an exhale to every row. And again, emphasis on bringing it to your hip bones. When we bring it up to our shoulders, we put our neck in a really uncomfortable position. We want to keep that neck long, and bringing those weights to your hip bones helps ensure that that neck can stay long and that it's not straining at all. This is your last move to learn today. That 3-minute clock is coming. You have 10 seconds left here. You get to shake it out really quick. We go through that 3-minute clock one more time. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've got 4 total lateral lunges, 4 overhead tricep extensions, 4 bent over rows. 3 minutes. One more time. Stay with me here. Let's do it in 5, 3, 2, 1. Now in my first round, I put those dumbbells down for my lateral lunge. If you want to hold on to them, you can use them and free your feet with them. Totally up to you if you want to do just body weight or add those dumbbells in. 4 overhead tricep extensions, and then 4 bent over rows. Your breath is so important here. Don't forget about it. Keep breathing. You got it. So in those lunges, we did all sorts of muscle engagement in your lower body. In a lateral lunge, you want to feel your outer hip, your outer glute engaging. You're pushing through the outside of your glute to come back up to stand in a way that a forward or backward movement can't help you with. All right, back to those overhead tricep extensions. Keep those elbows forward. As you fatigue, they're gonna try to flare out on you. You're doing great. This is when the fatigue sets in. This is when you really have to focus on making every rep count. Trust that it does count. You might want to give up, but you're moving anyway. That's when you get better. That's when you get stronger. All right, team, we've got about 30 seconds left here. Keep breathing through it. I'm gonna try to get through my last set of tricep sections, my last set of rows. You can either stay with me, or you can try to beat me. You got 10. Keep moving for 5, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Wow, you crushed that. Thanks so much for joining me and finding you're strong. You can find me at thegrindbeforewine.com or on Instagram. My handle is thegrindbeforewine.